Good day, friends. Let's let's begin with our lecture number 6 of ATP subject and lecture number 3 of unit 2. Let's see classification of materials. This is lecture is in continuation with lecture number 5. Now structural or partition material, ventilation or thermal insulation material, finishing materials like paints and materials for furniture. Now structural partition of material. Mud bricks. The production of simple earth blocks only requires around 1000 of energy needed up to fire bricks. And even in cases where earth is stabilized with cement, it is no more than a 6 per kg of material. Fly ash bricks. In India alone, approximately 100 million tons are generated per year. The construction technique and process is improved as the material allows for lighter structures, shallower foundations, less expensive transport costs, with environmental benefits as fewer emissions are produced, and the speed of setting is quicker for comparative standard bricks and less usage of cement and steel reinforcement. Here in images you can see these are fly ash bricks produced by using fly ash. Fly ash is an waste of thermal power stations. Then bamboo screens. The use of bamboo as a building material like sunshades is seen in many places. The big value of bamboo screens is the fact that it is open to daylight and air. You can see here. So the gap between the screen and the window, this gap, is very well ventilated. The rays of sunlight entering through the screens look nice but don't result in overheating of the house. This is brick jali and hollow bricks. Brick jali partition and hollow brick partitions. Then eco paint. Eco paint is a new paint has been developed to act as a sponge for some of the most noxious gases such as nitrogen oxide released in the vehicle exhaust that can lead to respiratory problems and triggers amount smoke. The paint's base is polysiloxylene, polysiloxane, a silicon-based polymer. Embedded are 30 nanometers wide spherical nanoparticles of titanium dioxide and calcium carbonate. Being so small makes it possible for the paint to appear clear with the possibility to add pigments for desired effects. Merits and demerits of sustainable buildings. Here you can see merits. Here there are demerits. First one, efficient technologies. First demerit is initial cost is high. Second merit, easier maintenance. Second demerit, availability of material. It depends upon availability of material. Then third merit is improved indoor air quality. Fourth one is need more time for construction. Fourth one is energy and water efficient. Here need more skilled laborers. The fifth merit is improved health and sixth merit is water conservation. So you can see that sustainable buildings has more merits than demerits. Green building. Now green building is the practice of increasing the efficiency of building and their use of energy, water and materials and reducing building impacts on human health and the environment through better sitting design, construction, operation, maintenance and removal, taking into account every aspect of the complete building life cycle. Sustainable development and sustainability are integral to green building. Effective green building can lead to reduce operating costs by increasing productivity and using less energy and water, improved in public and occupant health due to improved indoor air quality, and third, reduce environmental impacts by using sustainable resources. Here you can see one of the green building made out of sustainable materials. Objectives of green building. Green buildings are designed to reduce the overall impact on human health and the natural environment by the following ways: using energy, water and other resources efficiently, by reducing waste pollution and environmental degradation. New project planning. Construction. Reduce the amount of waste generated at a construction site. Building design details will help to reduce construction materials and energy or water requirements when completed. Material selection. Careful selection of construction materials will leave less of an environmental impact. Construction. Construction waste accounts for 10 to as much as 30% of municipal waste stream. Goal: reduce, reuse or recycle. Building design based on standard sizes of material. Buy higher quality to reduce rejects. Then recycle, that is use of scraps. Train crew and renovate an existing building. Building design. Goal: the design to design the building so that it requires less energy, water and is healthier for inhabitants when it is complete and in use. Air ducts for an efficient and healthy airflow. Insulation. Windows designed for maximum daylight. Passive solar control, solar cells. Heat exchanger for climate control system. And location. Materials. Goal: choose materials that have low environmental costs and do not contribute to air pollution. Engineered lumber, recycled and reclaimed materials. Doors and windows, energy and placement. Floor coverings, recycled with no off gassing. Roof material, reflective and light. And energy efficient appliances. Obstacles. 93% of consumers worry about their home's environmental performance. However, only 18% are willing to pay more to reduce the impact. There are higher initial costs for green building. Customers are concerned that they would be sacrificing to comfort. Fundamental principles: structure design efficiency, energy efficiency, water efficiency, materials efficiency, waste and toxic reduction. Efficiency. It is the concept of sustainable building and has largest impact on cost and performance. It aims to minimize the environment impact associated with all life cycles. Energy efficiency. The layout of the construction can be strategized so that natural light pours for additional warmth. Shading the roof with trees offers an eco-friendly alternative to air conditioning. Here you can see the rooftop has solar panels. Okay, and here the rooftop has green trees on it or green shrubs, green plantation on it to reduce the cost of air conditioning. So heat is absorbed by plants and the slab or the roof doesn't get very hot. Water efficiency. To minimize water consumption, one should aim to use the water which has been collected, used, purified and reused. Material efficiency. Material should be used that can be recycled and can generate surplus amount of energy. An example of this are solar power panels. Not only they provide lighting, but they are also a fuel useful energy source. Waste and reduction. It is probable to reuse resources. What may be the waste to us may have another benefit to something else. Green rating system. What is green rating system? It is a methodology for rating buildings by using the most important determinants affect the building like energy, water, carbon emissions and transportations. BREEAM, that is Building Research Establishment Environmental Assessment Methodology. It was established by Building Research establishment in the year 1990. Management, energy use, emission rate, building envelope, performance, drying spaces, eco-labeled goods, internal lighting and external lighting, health and well-being, sound insulation, day lighting, pollution, nitrogen oxide, renewable energy, carbon monoxide, transportation, land use and ecology, ecological site, materials, environmental impact of materials, recycling, water, internal portable water use, external portable water use, and waste management. BREEAM, that is this for administrative building, that is commercial building or uh, office buildings, and this is BREEAM for residential building. These are the points. Management 10, energy use 17, health and well-being 16, pollution 10, transportation 13, land use and ecology 10, material 11, water 6 and waste management 10 marks. For residential building management 10, energy use 22, health and well-being 14, pollution 10, transportation 8, land use and ecology 12, materials 14, water 10 and waste management 10. So BREEAM here is the assessment credits. It is listed on one scale. Then issue category scores. Okay, so assessment credits, they are filtered through these factors. Okay, then issue category scores, and then environmental weightage. Okay, and then a single score appears, and that is BREEAM rating. So they have to go through 3 steps. First one is assessment credits, second one is issue category scores, then it is rated with environmental weightings, weighings, or and then we get a single score of BREEAM building, BREEAM rating. BREEAM rating scale: less than 10% unclassified, greater than 10% but less than 25% it is acceptable, greater than 25% but less than 40%, you get 2 star, that is pass. Then greater than 40% but less than 55%, we get a 3 star, that is good. Greater than 55% but less than 70%, we get a 4 star. Then greater than 70% but less than 85%, we get 5 star, and greater than 85% above outstanding, we get 5 star. Now the second scoring system, the leadership in energy and environmental design, that is was designed by US Green Building Council, that is LEED. Okay, they had given a flow chart. Okay, so innovation in operation and regional priority, then sustainable sites, then water efficiency, energy and atmosphere, then material and resources, indoor environmental quality. Okay, and then again it goes to innovation in operations and reasonable priority. Now let's see the LEED scoring. Sustainable site 26 marks, site selection, urban redevelopment, alternative transportation and reduce the site disturbance. For water management 10 score, water efficient landscaping, innovative wastewater technologies, water use reduction. Then energy and building scheme 35 score, fundamental building systems, minimum energy performance, HVAC, that heat and ventilation and air conditioning, renewable energy and green power. Then material use 14 score, recycle contents, building reuse and waste management. Indoor environment quality score is 15, thermal comfort, low emitting materials, ventilation effectiveness, daylight and views. Then design innovation score is 6 and local environment score is 4. LEED rating scale. So these are the rating scale. This is green, US Green Building Council, LEED certified USGBC. This symbol is in green color. They are certified 40 to 49 points. Then if we get a blue color, that is LEED silver. Okay, then the silver points is 50 to 59 points. Then gold point, it is yellowish in color. Okay, this is LEED gold. Then, and point is 60 to 79 points. And this is somewhat light blue color, gray color, that is LEED platinum scale, and it is 80 to above 80 points. Now green star, that is Australian method of scoring for green building. Management 12 points, indoor environment quality 27 points, energy 24, transportation 12, Water 13, Design Innovation 5, Material 20, Land Use and Ecology 8 marks, and Emissions 14 marks. Green Star Rating Scale, first one 10 marks with minimum practices. 20th is average practice. Third one is good practice. Fourth one 4 star 45 points, smart practice. 5 star 60, Australian ex, excellence, Australian excellence, and above 75 plus world leadership. CASB, sorry, absolutely sorry, friends, please forgive me. CASB, Comprehensive Assessment System for Building Environment Efficiency, that is designed by Japan in the year 2004. They have given a graph for CASB and sustainability rating of building by B, that is building environment efficiency. Okay, so on the x-axis it is L, that is building environment loading, and on y-axis building environment quality and performance. Okay, so both the points runs from 0 to 100, of course percentage, here also 0 to 100. So this is the C grade. Okay, B, that is building environment efficiency, is here 0.5, somewhat nearly 5. Okay, so it is C grade. Here it is above 50. Okay, so it is B negative. This one slightly higher, it is B positive. Okay, here point become 10, sorry 1.0. Here building environment and rating is 1.5, and here it is 3. Okay, so we get C for B 0 to 0.49, B minus B of 0.5 to 0.99, B plus B 1 to 1.49, and A 1.5 to 2.99, and the best B A plus for this B 3 and above. Green Globes, that is Canadian Standards Association, established by the Canada in 2004. They have given 15 marks for project management, then 115 for site management, 380 points for energy, indoor environment 200 points, water 85, resources 100, and emissions 70. Now these points are given, these characteristics of the factors or weightage of the factors is given on a pie chart. Okay, so project management 50%, site 115. So here slightly greener, emission efficient and other images 7%, resources 10% here, then water 8.5%, then indoor environment 20%, again project management 5%, energy 38%, indoor environment, sorry this is an indoor environment 20%, project management 5%, and site 11.5%. Now Green Globe rating 85 to 100% demonstrates national leadership and excellence in practice of energy, water and environment efficiency, to reduce environment impact. 70% to 84% demonstrate leadership in applying best practices regarding energy, water and environmental efficiency. 55 to 69% demonstrate excellent progress in reduction of environmental impacts and use of environmental efficiency practices. 35% to 54% demonstrates a commitment to environmental efficiency practices. Green Globe examples. Federal Court Building. These are the examples of Green Globe. Green Federal Court Building. It's in Toronto, in Canada. Architect Kuwabara Payne McKenna Blumberg, that is KPMB short form. Area about 20,907 square meter. Construction, it took 3 years to construct from 2003 to 2006. Rating is 4 globes. Now, features of this green globes Federal Court Building is energy based orientation east to west. The orientation of the building is east to west. Integration between natural and artificial light using low ultraviolet value glass. Energy metering using energy saving system, that is light and ventilation. Facilities for bike rider and air transportation. Green Globe exam continuation. Water using water saving systems in toilets. Material and resources using local materials with low environmental impact. Materials that minimize consumption of resources, that requires low maintenance. Building adaptability and disassembly. Facilities for recycling and composting. 330 about area of 330 square meter area has been given to store. Emission. As a result of the above, this building causes low carbon emissions. Indoor environment quality. Monitoring system for carbon dioxide in car parking areas. Source control for indoor pollutants. Ventilation system renews 100% of the indoor air and 80% of the building use natural light. Then thermal comfort. Total thermal comfort. Now lead example, that is Philip Merrill Environmental Center, that is location in Maryland. Architect Smith Group, area 2842 square meter. Construction year 2000, rating platinum. Energy sun collector for natural ventilation, 30% renewable energy. Light control system. Recycled material for ceiling walls, isolation material like MDF. Lead example, water, collect rain water for irrigation. Material and resources, R value 20 for walls, skin design, R value 30 for ceiling. Research value. Indoor environment quality, monitoring system for carbon dioxide in indoor environment. This is the typical cross section of a green building. Okay, during high summer, when this trellis blocks direct sunlight, here to direct sunlight, PV panels, that polyvinyl panels act as sunsets. This polyvinyl panels act as sunsets and it allows cool air to enter into it. Okay, these are open offices or open orifice that allows air to flow freely into the building. Okay, and as the air gets warmer, it rises up and it exits the building. So south windows accept indirect sunlight to light the building interior without heating it. Here also one typical example of a green building. You can see it. These are closed system, geothermal vents. These are natural grasses here. Then under budding, explain parking. Then geotechnical that you can go through these slides and see the features of the green building. Briam example, BedZ 100 eco home and offices. It has got 100 eco homes and offices. Location South London. Architect Bill Dunster Architect. Construction year 2002. Rating excellent. Energy south orientation for homes. 88% saving heat energy. Renewable energy PV cells. 25% saving electricity. 57% saving water heating energy. Prime example, water. Water treatment system having 50% of water resources that is recycling. Material resources using recycled materials 15% and 52% local material. Indoor environment quality. Monitoring systems for carbon dioxide in indoor environment. Transportation. Walking distances, cycling facilities and saving 65% of fuel. That's complete our lecture number 6. Thank you very much.